Hello, welcome to today's audio log. It is 11:08 p.m. on the 30th of June 2024. A bit of a late one today. I would have done it earlier, but I got distracted. That's the truth. I was just distracted, and I was doing other stuff. But here I am. I'm here now, so it's been a pretty good day. I was able to hang out with some friends today, which was nice. It's been a few weeks since we've hung out, and they've been pretty busy by the sounds of it. Just doing a bunch of important life stuff. But yeah, we both wanted to hang out today, so I'm glad we were able to do that. It's nice to catch up a little bit. The rest of my day, pretty standard, just doing my own thing, really. Watched a bunch of YouTube videos and played games and listened to music and the usual stuff. But yeah, it's been a nice day. I don't really know what to talk about today, to be honest. Not a whole lot's happened, and I have no updates on anything. I don't know. Tell you what, I'll tell you another story. I'll tell you about the story. The story where I almost died. Maybe I think I was very close to either seriously injuring myself or dying. This was a long time ago as well. Like, I was a child when this happened. I was on a school trip. This was, I believe, back in primary school, so a long time ago. And yeah, we were on a school trip. We essentially spent the day hiking around this, like, I don't want to call it a mountain because it's not really a mountain. It's just a big hill, but like it's big enough to where like people, people travel to visit it. So it's I don't know, big hill. Anyway, so we spent the day hiking up this hill, and we eventually reached the top. And of course, because it's quite a large hill, it was quite windy at the top. I think it was also an especially windy day as well. So on top of that, it was kind of difficult to walk properly while we were up there. I was still a child, so I didn't have the strength really to walk with ease. But anyway, we reached the top of this hill, and we decided to take a break. During this break, because makes sense, but at the time, I had been wearing like a raincoat all day. My mother would not let me leave underprepared, So she accounted for any possibility. She gave me a raincoat, even though it was a sunny day. And, she filled my bag with various things I might need. Um, so I was wearing this coat, and I wanted to take it off because I either got fed up wearing it because it wasn't raining, or I was too hot and I wanted to take it off and put it away in my bag. So I found somewhere to sit down. I think it was maybe like a rock or something, like a stump, like a tree stump, something like that. I sat down and took my little backpack off, and I started taking off my raincoat as well. But I didn't open my bag before I took the raincoat off. So once I had taken the raincoat off, I then had to open the bag, but I couldn't open the bag because my hands were full with the raincoat. So I just placed it down on the floor next to me, and then I opened my bag. But because it was so windy, the wind actually blew my raincoat away. It was like rolling along the ground. And I panicked at that point. I was like, oh no, my raincoat. I need to go get that back. Without even stopping to think about my other belongings, I just ran and chased after my raincoat. And I was running, and I was running with the wind, so I was running even quicker than I would normally. And just also worth mentioning that we were at the top of this hill, but it's still a hill, so it's not a particularly large area to walk around in. Large enough to where a bunch of tourists and people visiting and hikers and stuff could easily get around each other, but it's not so big that I could run for a long time before reaching the edge, which is what happened. I chased after my raincoat, completely disregarding everything else. I was so focused on my raincoat that I didn't realize how close I was getting to the edge of this big cliff face. And I managed to catch my raincoat just before I reached the edge. However, I was running with such speed, and I still had so much momentum carrying me forward, that if my teacher, who was with us at the time, I think there was a couple of teachers keeping an eye on us, if my teacher had not run after me and caught me, I probably would have tumbled over the edge and, like I said, either severely injured myself or potentially died, because it was a steep cliff face. It went down quite a distance. And maybe I wouldn't have died. Maybe that's a bit dramatic of me, but the risk was still there. So it was like a scene out of a movie. I was running after my coat, and this teacher ran after me and caught me before I went over the edge. So yeah, it was a good ending. However, after that incident, I was not allowed to go anywhere on my own. I was under constant supervision for the rest of the day. So yeah, that was a bit of a bummer, but I get it. They want to make sure I don't run off the edge. But yeah, that's the story of how I maybe almost died. Probably not, but just to add that dramatic flair, because why not? So yeah, there you go. Good times. Good times. Um, yeah. Uh, I I guess that'll do it for today. Um, I'm on puppy duty tomorrow, looking after Luna. I'm also thinking about getting a haircut tomorrow because I kind of need one. It's not desperate or anything, but it's it's like starting to reach that point where on days where I wash my hair, it gets like really, for lack of a better word, fluffy, and it's just like a bit much, you know. Um, so yeah, I think I might go for a haircut tomorrow if I can step away from Luna for a short time. And yeah, aside from that, the rest of next week looks pretty normal. The date that I was planning on going to IKEA with my mother has been slightly changed, because, well, we were planning on going Monday evening, next Monday evening, not tomorrow, the one after. But we realised that nobody's actually going to be around to look after Luna while we're out. So I think we're looking at a different date, sometime next week instead. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but yeah, my sister also wants to tag along, and yeah, that'll be interesting if she does. But yeah, that's it for today. I think I will be back tomorrow, and yeah, I hope you've had a great day and a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Good night.